And we lost him. What do you think, Root?
Who died?
Omar.
Who this?
Who died?
Oh, he's alive.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm ready to do another one, man. You want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do it. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah, now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just follow me. What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video. In this video today, you're going to see me attempt to eat 10,000 calories, the 10,000 calorie challenge that's been on YouTube, quite frankly, for a long period of time. I have to give a shout out. I think when it comes to fitness, I could be wrong that TMW, Twin Muscle Workout, they were the first ones to do it. This is a challenge that's been rather ubiquitous. I'm gonna try and do a few different twists. This came about, I've been asked to do this challenge for a while. I have a terrible appetite. I have a small appetite. I have the appetite of a bird. And I think after doing that full day of vegan eating with Clarence Kennedy, my weightlifting coach, people saw how much I was struggling to eat. I think it was like 5,500 calories in that day. I don't know, man. All this fucking sugar's going to my brain. You tell me. I'm gonna have a fucking stroke in this video. It was pretty much one of the top comments, people saying, yo man, let's see you try this challenge. Well, guess what? You're going to get it. I'm filming now this video the day after the challenge. That's probably why you see 20 pounds of sodium on my face right now. Keyword attempt, because me, small appetite. I got a coach though, as I got a coach for everything. I got my boy Aus, the camera master extraordinaire, coaching me through this challenge, so he's gonna help me out. There's a few different points I want to say concerning this challenge before we get started. The first one would be a couple different twists. I gotta do my own style, you know me. First, this is all user submitted, which means that you guys, I posted on Facebook first before I did the challenge. I was like, do you guys want to see this? Like this if you want to see this on Facebook. Got like 1,000 likes. Then I said, all right, what do you want to see me eat? And there was over 240 comments. Everything that you see in this video, besides 2 items that I selected one and then I selected another, everything was user submitted by you guys. And then the second point, in addition to that, was that I wanted to do something, because I understand, listen, eating 10,000 calories in a day, that's gluttonous as fuck. That's extreme. Today, honestly, I'm fasting after trying the challenge out. I understand it is just something that I have, being in Canada, being where I am. It's pretty sweet that I can do, so I made it that if I fail to hit the 10,000 calories in this challenge, for every 10 calories I was off the mark, I would donate 1 pound of food to a local food drive. So that is the difference. I posted about that, and that's why the people that submitted that in the comments, knowing that, keeping that in mind, that food would be donated if I failed the 10,000 calories, which was honestly, I should say, quite likely, because you're about to see this video. They submitted healthier options, maybe less calorically dense options, more nutritionally dense options for me to consume. Anyways, without further ado, this is probably, I'm going to say this right now, because this is the day after. This was terrible to do. I'm incredibly unlikely to do it again. If you want to see another challenge after watching this video, another eating challenge, give this video else, I'm going to go for it, 10,000 likes. 10,000 likes.
10,005.
10,005. 10,005 likes. I'm being serious. I'll never do a challenge again. Very, very likely on this channel, unless you guys enjoyed this. I think it is entertaining, but I'm much rather just lift heavy often. Before we begin this challenge, I have to make a quick announcement. I want to say that during this whole challenge, I'm going to be tracking all the macros, but instead of using MyFitnessPal, I'm actually going to be using a new macro tracking app called Evolve. This video is sponsored by Evolve. You should know me by now. I get probably over 100 brand deals every single year. I take none of them. This is the first one I'm taking for this year because I believe in the vision. I believe this is a superior macro tracking app than MyFitnessPal. I've had problems with MyFitnessPal for quite some time. They haven't updated when it comes to their interface, some very basic things. I was first introduced to Evolve from my friend, my boy, Silent Mike. I was telling him that I was having problems tracking my macros, that I needed to honestly just get on it. I didn't like the interface of MyFitnessPal. It took too long. I said there should be some sort of feature where you could voice record, a lot of other different things, and he said, hey, actually, you know what? He knew someone with Evolve, introduced me. Some people on the team, shout out to Damien, they're fans. These are people that want to make a change when it comes to the industry, when it comes to something simple like tracking macros, streamline it even further. I think that Evolve is a much superior macro tracking app than MyFitnessPal from a few different simple things, such as you could record your voice rather than it takes me forever to type everything out. You can record via your voice the food that you eat. There's a lot of subtle things that MyFitnessPal charges. Evolve is completely free. The MyFitnessPal charges for the premium features, such as the number of custom meals, custom macronutrients, a lot of those different things that are useful for individuals such as myself that want to lean bulk, enter customized meals for just efficiency of time, things that you'd have to pay for. They're free right now in Evolve. But in addition to that, I would say one of the biggest things is now that I'm on board helping out. This is something a long time ago. I remember that, Matt Ogus was the guy that brought attention to MyFitnessPal to tracking macronutrients using that app. But they haven't really taken any feedback from the users throughout the years to make it better. There are a few things, I can't talk about it, but things that I've suggested being now that I'm on board, I'm part of helping out with Evolve, that would make just tracking macros easier in general, that they will be implementing that seem big, exciting, things that aren't currently being done by MyFitnessPal. So it's for all those reasons that I strongly stand behind Evolve. I am happy to be on board. I'm going to be tracking my macronutrients now for this 10,000 calorie challenge. This is an attempt on Evolve. If you track your macros, if you use MyFitnessPal, give Evolve a try. Download the app right now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I think it's like a Netflix versus cable where Netflix wins every single point. Evolve is free. It has more features. It will have even more features. It's easier to track, so there's no reason to be using MyFitnessPal anymore. Link will be in the description. Let's get started with the video. All right, guys, first meal of the day at noon, because I was basically up at noon. I got my coach, Aus, directing me what I should do because I have the appetite of a small child. I was going to have 1 liter sheep milk. That's what I told Aus I wanted to have for breakfast. He said, too much fat will fill you up too fast. I'm listening. We went to Starbucks, where you get whatever you want. And Aus talked me through this. We got a turkey pesto. It's 500 calories. This is like 1,500 calories. We're gonna put the macros up here. Got a double chocolate brownie gooey thing. And then what is this, Aus?
It's a caramel frappuccino or vanilla bean frappuccino with extra caramel.
Why'd you get that for me, bro? What, do you think I'm the type of person that drinks this?
For today, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and eat this. Aus, how long should I take?
15 minutes max.
Okay, let's start the timer. All right, bro, you wanna start? Bro, you think I can do it?
Yes.
Do you think I'm gonna be able to do this challenge? You're my coach.
No.
Wait.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Go, man.
You got it. It's all you. It's on the mind. If you believe, you can achieve.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good with the motivation.
All right.
Start. Oh, didn't hit it. There we go. 15 minutes. Oh, so it tastes good. I don't like this. I already had the 1,000-mile stare, you know what I mean? I'm just like looking like, what have I done?
Oh, wow, my hero.
This is how heroes die, bro. Bro, you said 15 minutes? I didn't come here to take part.
I'm proud.
I came here to take over.
Damn.
What's up, bro? So after the gym at around 2 o'clock, we went to Big Carrot. I got sheep milk, I got 1 liter. I always thought I assumed my Euro stance, just crouching down, because it's the power stance when it comes to eating these food. Assumed that I was gonna throw up drinking a liter. I drank it in probably a minute, felt great. It's already about halfway done. This combined is like, I think 12 or 1,300 calories, one of these. That's what Peach Boys gotta do. There's chunks at the bottom. That's it. There we go. 1,300 calories. I'm telling you, a lot of people, that whole go mad, you heard about that before, a gallon of milk a day. I think it's for bros like me. For some reason, liquid calories, I mean, this makes sense in general. Liquid calories are easier to consume, but some people, just too much liquid in their stomach, they start feeling like they're gonna throw up. Me, it's solid food. So I had a liter of sheep milk, went down pretty easy. I was starting to feel a little something. And then a user, someone submitted, they were like, yo, I want you to eat some nasty stuff. I want those starving kids to get some food. Omar, go ahead and have some beetroot. And I'm like, you know what? You want me to have some beetroot? I think it was beetroot juice, he said. Fun fact, joke's on you, dude. I love beets. So I also bought a container, a drink of beets. I had sheep milk, and then I had beets. That was meal number 2, let's call it. That's, once again, an additional about 1,500 calories. So right out of the gate, by about 2:30, I was at almost 3,000 calories. At this point, I probably felt confident in doing this challenge. I'm going to be real with you. I waited a little bit longer, and then once again, reading on Facebook what you guys wanted me to eat, I saw that people wanted me to eat healthier. They wanted me to eat olive oil or drink olive oil was one of the things, have like a salad too. And then someone, I think, said hummus, obviously some rice, and then someone said steak too, so I combined all those things. So I went to a place that is way too damn expensive, Impact Kitchen, because I love throwing away my money. What I did, I got the Warrior Bowl because it just sounded tough. Sounded tough. Got the Warrior Bowl, and I think it equated to about 3 cups of rice. I asked for extra olive oil, so just ballparking what they showed me there. It was probably 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. The spinach was like really drenched in it. It was probably about 6 tablespoons of hummus, because I also asked for extra hummus. Else, how do we say hummus?
Hummus.
Just say it one more time, bro. Hummus. And then also, I believe it was about 5 ounces of steak, like something like a strip loin steak. So I had that. That was the next meal. At that point, I started to get the meat sweats. I started to get just eating too many damn calories in too short a period of time sweats. I was not feeling good. That was probably 4:30. I was burning up. So I was probably, at that point, I was at about 4,500 calories. And that's when I started to feel, you know what, this is going to get interesting. Fast forward then about another hour and a half, and decided once again, got to push the pace. Okay, this is about 6 o'clock. I went then, I said, I'm feeling snacky. People said, I want to see you eat some desserts. I think they're probably the best chocolate chip cookies in the city, Le Gourmand. So, need a little pick-me-up. I've already eaten over 5,000 calories, past the halfway point. Needed a cookie, a 500 calorie cookie, so we went to Le Gourmand. This is basically how flex shows start out. Or at first you just eat food in front of the camera for the people, then they start tipping you, then before you know it, you start posing. So we got a little walnut, got a little chocolate chip. I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to feel a little bit like shit eating all this food. I'm gonna muscle through it. I got my coach with me right here. What's your best advice?
Keep eating.
Keep eating. And don't give up, right? That's all we gotta do. Went with that, had that. That's about an additional 400 to 500 calories. So already, once again, I'm past the halfway mark now, and I have about 6 hours left. And then I saw people ask, some people wanted to see it too, for the next meal or for one of the meals. They said, have a vegan meal. And I said, no problem whatsoever. Before I go on concerning this vegan meal, I should say, in defense, I'm going to come quickly in defense, rolling in defense of vegans, because one of the common things that I saw when it was Clarence Kennedy, when we did the full day vegan, there's a few comments, I'll address some of them in another video, but one of the other common ones was, yo, think about how much stronger or better he would be, Clarence, if he just wasn't vegan, if he was eating meat, or also the fact that for most of his life he was eating meat and then he switched to being vegan recently, and thus his gains can be attributed to the meat. I should say that I feel there is an absolutely minimal, negligible, so practically, if you know what you're doing, non-existent difference between those that consume meat and those that don't, if you are vegan. As long as you know what you're doing when it comes to micronutrients, a lot of people are deficient just because you have to be smarter, quite frankly, if you're eating vegan like Clarence. So I will say, in defense of my boy, that I do think it is absolutely possible for you to gain size, strength, eating a vegan diet, having a vegan diet. So we went to a vegan place that I actually do like, Fresh it's called. We went to Doomy's when I was eating with Clarence. I'm just going to be real. Never going to get an endorsement by them. I didn't like Doomy's. I didn't like their fast food. But I went to Fresh. I do like Fresh. While there, undercover secret a few times I've had throughout the day is fruit juice. Fruit juice for me was easy. I had at Impact Kitchen, I basically had 2 cups of orange juice. I had at Fresh, it was like a ginger, apple, fancy, expensive thing. So I had that. That was 2 cups of that. And then I took a look at the menu. And at that point, how was I looking at that point? Dead. Yeah. No, this is the point where I realized I had to call it out whether I was just going to continue doing the challenge or not. Because I was approaching 6,000 calories. I wasn't feeling the best. I was taking a look at the options. Else was telling me, yo, you gotta go with something calorically dense, like something hardcore. There was a couple thousand calories, and I said, dude, no. So I got, instead, it was like the buffalo chicken wrap. I did get extra sauce. My boy Else hooked up the sauce, so I got extra sauce, the sauce boss. So I got that, and it took me from 6 o'clock when we got the food, it took me an hour and a half to eat just that sandwich. I had to dig deep within myself because at that point, I thought for sure I wasn't going to be able to do it because I was so overwhelmed. The food was up to here when it came to my body. But what ended up happening is that Else filmed my whole last half of eating the buffalo sandwich, eating the buffalo wrap. And basically the way he looked at me, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what, either I'm going to go all the way in, either you go all the way or you don't. And I mentally basically committed while I was eating that sandwich because Else was like, bro, you forgot to eat the salad. I'm like, you know what, I'm not about to give up. So I ate the whole thing. Now we're at about 7,000 calories throughout the whole day. That's about 8 o'clock. So I have 4 hours to eat 3,000 more calories, roughly speaking. I decided to go for a walk. I find walks help a whole bunch. I find pacing myself was something that assisted. My stomach was just hurting. If you felt it at that point, I was just feeling, like everything was feeling solid. And from speaking to my boy, Igor of Vitruvian Physique, he apparently has tried to do this 3 or 4 times. He said it's when you get to 7 or maybe 8,000 calories that a wall just happens, like your body shuts down and says, you know what, I ain't about this life. And keep in mind, guys, I know there are so many people that have done this, succeeded, killed it. I think my boy Else could probably do 10,000 calories in what, 3 hours? Maybe. Yeah, maybe 2 if he's feeling good on the day. But it's not about that, okay? It's just like training. It's an individual journey. It's about you. So it's not how so many other people can do it. I've seen crazy challenges when it comes to this. It's about me. It's about the surf clam. We're here to get the healthy food Else. You know why? Why? Because we're eating 10,000 calories the clean way. The right way. The vegan way. No one cares. No one cares about the cause. I decided once again I went to a health store. I went to Fresh. And I just picked up items that I actually wanted to eat. So I picked up, I love the Coconut Bliss ice cream. The whole container is about 800 or 900 calories. I learned a quick trick, I'll tell you later about that. I got that. I got Stefano's granola. Stefano's seen some shit, I'm just saying. Pumpkin.
Get some cereal,
porridge.
man.
Huh?
Get some cereal.
This is cereal, bro. It's granola.
No.
Dude, no, look at that. Serving size, 55 grams, 240 calories, bro. I got a few other things. I got a Cliff Bar. I got like 6 bananas or whatever. And then I decided just for good measure as well to push it right over the limit. I got 2 apple pies from McDonald's, okay? Hey man, can I get an apple pie and a banana pie, please?
I only have apple at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a tough choice. I'll take 2 apple pies.
Everything?
Yep. Just really groundbreaking stuff we got here. Got all that stuff, went to my buddy's place, was gonna watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but I was quite frankly feeling too fucked up at that point to watch a movie. I just needed a while. I decided right out of the gate for the final countdown, for the final 3,000 calories, let's just go right at them. So I ate 5 bananas, just 1, 2, 3, some pretty big bananas. So that's like 530 calories or somewhere along those lines. And then I just sat down with the milk. I'm drinking this whole thing at 3.25%, 1 liter. It's almost 700 calories. I'm sitting down and I'm just gonna eat the vast majority of this almond butter. The whole container of almond butter was probably 3,500 calories, so my goal was to eat roughly half of that. So I sat down, and over the course of a painful, I don't know how much we're going to show, over the course of quite some time, I ate about 15 to 1,700 calories of almond butter. So I had that. I had the 5 bananas. I had also the whole milk. I consumed the whole thing. I bought, once again, some more juice. This time it was like mango juice, so 2 cups of mango juice I also had. And then for the final exercise, the final thing I had to consume before midnight to get it done, get it in, like just for the win. At this point, my stomach, like if you touch my stomach, I'd probably throw up. I did a trick that I learned before when I was bulking, when I bulked up to 220 pounds, which is I got the whole tub of coconut ice cream, I put it in warm water on the outside, and over the course of an hour and a half and melted it. So for the final basically 800 calories, I drank the ice cream. I drank the coconut ice cream. Every single sip that I took of that ice cream, I thought I was going to throw up. At the end, I think else you filmed some of it where I said I need to go to the bathroom, like I feel terrible. And then, yeah, I felt terrible. So I finished it. I actually did it, guys. I did the 10,000 calorie challenge. We'll have the final total right here. I actually exceeded the 10,000 calories. I know some people, a few people said, yo, I dare you as a challenge not to do liquid calories. Quite frankly, if I didn't do liquid calories or things like that, I probably would have consumed 7,000 calories and been way off the mark. Jokes on everyone that wanted food for the food drive. Looks like people aren't going to get food for the food drive. I'm just joking. We're 100%, we're still donating to the food drive. So regardless, they win, everybody wins. We're gonna donate some food. But I reached the 10,000 calories and then I went to lie down. Like I felt food in my throat because my stomach was pressing up against the ground.
Just lay down.
No, I can't. Oh. Probably the most uncomfortable, obviously, I've ever been when it comes to food. Would not do this again. Felt horrible. It took me till 4:30 a.m. to be able to go to sleep because I was just feeling it. Yeah, I did it. So originally with the challenge, like I said, it was every 10 calories I failed to hit for the 10,000 calorie challenge would equal 1 pound of food donated. But look, here's the thing. This challenge, like I have the opportunity of being here in Canada, where I am, where I can eat as much food as I want. It is way too much, and I absolutely recognize that within myself. I am an asshole, but even assholes can recognize certain things. So we decided, I took my son out shopping. We went to donate food anyways. Took a look. I've done some food drives before, so I was like familiar with obviously canned goods, non-perishable items. I hope I didn't fuck up any of this stuff. We're going to deliver it after. But basically, we got things that I think would be a holistic representation of food that someone should probably eat. We weighed it out. I think it was about 160 pounds of food. My goal was honestly my body weight, 180 pounds. Failed at that one. But yeah, so rice, beans, lentils, some like chicken noodle soup things, some pasta, some peanut butter. Anyways, so we're going to do that. I would say we're going to also leave, if you're in Toronto, a link in the description for those that might be interested. You'd be surprised, A, how inexpensive it could be to donate food, and B, how helpful it could be. Else hit me with one of the hardest facts. I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do to me right now? Where he said that I need to verify this, but he told me this, and I don't doubt that it's true.
Could be wrong.
You could be wrong. Yeah, this is, look, we're not fact checkers here, but pretty much the most common item stolen from grocery stores is actually baby food, which is, ain't that some shit? That's terrible. So we got this food. We're going to donate it. I feel better about myself now, quite frankly, eating all that disgusting food, eating 10,000 calories. I don't think I'm going to be doing this in quite some time because I still feel a little fucked up, if I'm being honest. I feel like this. I feel right now, after having many drunken nights, this is pretty much almost like a hangover, a little bit like a sugar high that's gone on for way too long. So like I said before, if you guys want to see potentially another food challenge, maybe let me know in the comments section below. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. We'll see. Give it 10,000 likes because I really need to consider. 10,005 else. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm not on point right now. Okay, I'm still got the meat sweats. 10,005 likes and we'll consider doing another challenge. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you want to see. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm also going to give a shout out once again to that macro tracking app to Evolve. I highly recommend that you download the app. The link to that will be in the description. I think it's far superior to MyFitnessPal tracking macros. Again, not everyone needs to do it. I think it's a great idea. However, for me, I'm in a lean mass phase. I've been neglectful of myself. I've not done a good job. I could do a lot better. That's how I found the app, and I'm going to continue to use the app because I do firmly believe in it, its efficacy, its ease of use, and also because I'm on board. I'm part of the team helping Damien, Steven, and the guys out when it comes to some of the functions, some of the features that should have been implemented a long time ago in other tracking apps. So make sure you check out Evolve, the macro tracking app. I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look.